Hey everybody, hope everybody's having a good evening. We'll get started with the breaks here in just a couple moments. Hope everybody's having a good first part of their weekend. Hopefully the weather's been nice. I've got our schedule posted up there in the right hand corner of the screen. For tonight we'll be doing our 2008 Topps Luminary Baseball Random Player Break. And then right after that at 7:15, we'll be doing our 2012 Panini Signature Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 3. And then next week's schedule is a little different. Next Tuesday, we'll be breaking Topps Archive Signature Series Active Player Random Player. And then at 7:15, we'll be doing our Topps Tier 1 Random Player. I believe both of those are sold out. And then next Saturday, we'll be doing our Contenders Optic Football Pick Your Player number 2, and then Topps 5-Star Baseball Pick Your Player number 6. And then at 7:30, our Prism Basketball 4 Mega Box Random Player Break. So that's what we've got on the schedule for the next week. But for tonight, we'll be doing Luminaries and Panini Signature Series Baseball. Hopefully you all can hear me okay. We'll give it just another minute and then we'll get started. All right. Well, it looks like it is 7 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and get started with our random. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they made their purchase. So for this particular break, aka P-Dog bought the first spots in the break, and Apple Scrappler was kind enough to close the break out for us. One quick note before we do our random, we did not include any of the deceased players from the checklist in the random or in the break, meaning we didn't sell spots for those players because usually they just have one card in the product, and I don't like selling a spot for just a single card across an entire print run. So we only have the active players because they have multiple cards. So just a note on that. All right. Well, we're going to random our list 5 times and then match it up against an alphabetical checklist from the product. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got T Harris 082 at the top, and we've got Lady Cards 88 at the bottom. So we'll just cut and paste this against our alphabetical player list here. Well, that's not what I wanted at the time. There we go. And we'll blow that up. All right. I'll just cut and paste this over to the right, sort it by everybody's eBay IDs, and we'll go through a list. Can you all hear me all right? I hope you can. All right. So, AKA P-Dog has Bernie Williams, Bo Jackson, Brooks Robinson, Cal Ripken Jr., Carl Yastrzemski, Dave Winfield, Freddie Freeman, Jim Tomei, Jose Canseco, and Lou Brock. Apple Scrappler has Ahmed Rosario, Anthony Rizzo, Carlos Correa, Corey Seager, Jeff Bagwell, Mariano Rivera, Nelson Cruz, Pedro Martinez, Ronald Acuna, and Ryan Sandberg. Bartman BSR has Francisco Lindor, Gleyber Torres, Greg Maddux, Nolan Ryan, Paul DeYoung, and Tom Seaver. Cam's Churl Zero has Ozzie Smith. Codeman 1994 has Manny Machado. Darfur 50 has Mike Piazza and Paul Goldschmidt. Danilo 008 has Alex Rodriguez, Hank Aaron, and Sandy Koufax. Jeff Witt 29 has Gary Sheffield. Laddie Cards 88 has Andre Dawson, Carlton Fisk, Eddie Murray, Fred McGriff, Jose Ramirez, Paul Konerko, Rafael Palmeiro, Randy Johnson, Reggie Jackson, Ricky Henderson, Tom Glavine, and Yadier Molina. Luch 1120 has Robin Yount. Lauren 26 has Vladimir Guerrero. Mahar 2155 has David Ortiz and Jose Altuve. Matt Ford Fan has Adrian Beltre, Andres Galarraga, Bryce Harper, Frank Robinson, Chris Bryant, Mike Trout, Rafael Devers, Roger Clemens, Shohei Ohtani, and Will Clark. Mish 6191 has Frank Thomas. Pats Fan 147 has Buster Posey, Carlos Delgado, Chipper Jones, Derek Jeter, John Smoltz, Johnny Bench, Matt Olson, Noah Syndergaard, Rod Carew, and Wade Boggs. PTW 50607 has Barry Larkin, George Springer, Joey Votto, and Victor Robles. Sean HD23 has Al Kaline, Gary Sanchez, Ivan Rodriguez, and Roberto Alomar. Steve Richer 32 has Andy Pettit and Jim Palmer. Terrible Steve K has Albert Pujols. TGen 5717 has Hideki Matsui. T Harris 082 has Aaron Judge, Chris Sale, and Steve Carlton. Toad Sprocket 1976 has Clayton Kershaw, Clint Frazier, Don Mattingly, and Mark McGwire. Tony Sabella 1 has Craig Biggio and Ozzie Albies. T Something has Ichiro, and Velma 1970 has Juan Gonzalez, Nomar Garciaparra, and Ryan Hoskins. All right, so let's open our box and see what we have. Here's our sealed box. Good luck, everybody. Trying to figure out how I want to cut this. That works. And our card is Reggie Jackson. Wow, Reggie Jackson 1 of 1. How about that? Not too shabby. Boom. Reggie Jackson, Home Run Kings. And that is game-used memorabilia. So this is from a Athletics jersey. Pretty darn nice, beautiful blue signature, beautiful card. Let's see who won. And Reggie Jackson, Laddie Cards 88. Congrats on that. Take another look at this card. Very nice. Very nice. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's a beautiful card. All right. Well, that concludes our 2018 Topps Luminaries Baseball Random Player One Box Break. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate y'all supporting our break. Thanks to those of you that joined us live tonight on the feed. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend. Thanks again, everybody. Not too shabby. Nice way to start the evening for sure. Nice little 1-1. I'm really surprised they put that game used memorabilia notation on it. Pretty darn snazzy though, for sure. Let me take a picture of that. Put it on Twitter, Instagram, etc. We'll see how good my picture taking abilities are. Alright. We'll sit there well no, not going to sit it there because we can't see it behind the graphic. We'll sit it right there. I told y'all a couple of weeks ago I had something fun to show. I have a couple things, but the rarest graded card that you've ever seen. Actually, it's not graded, it's just slabbed. Found these. Actually, my wife found these. They're boxed away in one of our closets. Slab is a little dusty. It's been sitting around a while. It's one of my old business cards from years and years ago. And it's in a BGS slab, but not graded. Although it looks like it's in pretty good shape, and I did try to pick out the sharpest ones because I thought they were actually going to grade them. but they just slabbed them. But that's all right. No grade, just the label. And then the little company logos on the back. I thought that was funny. They were nice enough to do that for me years and years ago. This was probably back in like '04, maybe '05, probably '04 though. But anyway, I thought that was fun. Yeah, we'll get started here in a few minutes with the 2012 Panini Signature Series break. All right, it's about that time. It's about that time. All right. Welcome to our 2012 Panini Signature Series Baseball one box random player box break. I'll go ahead and set up our random real quick and we'll get started. Hope y'all are doing good this evening. I was busy goofing off and forgot to set the random before the break. Sometimes that happens. Alright, got our random set up. Let me know if you can hear me okay. If you don't mind putting something in the chat, I would appreciate it. Just let me know that you're able to hear me okay before I go through our list. We'll go ahead and get started with the randomization. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spot. So for this particular break, Jaden6278 bought the first spot, and Trading Cards Mint was kind enough to close us out this afternoon. So we're going to randomize our list 5 times and then match that randomized list up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. All right, so we've got EC Cards and Collectibles in the first spot. And we've got C. Blancett 0 in the bottom. I'll have to blow that up a little bit. There we go. Excellent. I'm just going to cut and paste this off to the right here and then sort by everyone's eBay IDs. Here we go. 691S has Alex Gordon, Eric Hosmer, Freddie Freeman, Gaylord Perry, Greg Maddox, Hal Newhouser, Ivan Rodriguez, Mike Napoli, Stan Musial, and Yadier Molina. BKO Collectibles has Curtis Granderson, Dale Murphy, Deion Sanders, Dylan Bettens, Denny McClain, Kurt Gibson, Michael Young, Troy Tulowitzki, and Tyler Pasternicki. Books for College R Us has Elvis Andrews. C. Blancet Zero has Bob Gibson, Brooks Robinson, Edwin Encarnacion, Freddie Galvis, Jimmy Rollins, Josh Beckett, Justin DeFratis, Marty Marion, Mike Trout, and Yu Darvish. Cop 787 has Drew Stubbs, Edgar Martinez, and Tom Seaver. CRJA has Jose Batista. DA 151656 has Addison Reed, Andrew McCutcheon, Carlton Fisk, Drew Smiley, Dylan Bundy, Ernie Banks, Frank Howard, Harold Baines, Jared Parker, Jared Weaver, Jeremy Hellickson, Jim Bunning, Joe Mauer, Joe Morgan, Joe Russ, Johnny Bench, John Lester, Jordani Valdespin, Josh Hamilton, Kirk Neuwenhuizen, never can pronounce his name, Larry Walker, Lee Smith, Lou Boudreau, Matt Kemp, Nelson Cruz, Nick Hagedorn, Phil Necro, Ralph Kiner, Steve Carlton, Tim Raines, Tony Perez, Trevor Bauer, Wellington Castillo, Willen Rosario, and Yogi Berra. Danza 2246 has Cameron Maben, Devin Marasco, Fred Lynn, George Brett, Mike Schmidt, Pablo Sandoval, Paul Konerko, Ryan Sandberg, Ted Williams, and Tyler Moore. EC Cards and Collectibles has AJ Pollock, Bob Feller, CC Sabathia, Carl Crawford, Cliff Lee, David Price, Drew Hutchinson, Frank Robinson, Garrett Richards, Hector Sanchez, Ian Kinsler, James Shield, Jim Palmer, Josh Hamilton, Lou Brock, Rick Farrell, Robin Yount, Sparky Anderson, Starlin Castro, Taylor Green, Todd Helton, and Will Middlebrooks. Earwall has Red Shondice. Freightman has Pat Corbin. Gavy 16 has Don Mattingly, Fergie Jenkins, Lucas Lutage, Ozzie Smith, and Yosami Grandal. Grandpa's Collection has Albert Pujols. Hastap 41 has David Phelps. Huber Kelly 0 has Alcides Escobar, Alex Liddy, Archie Bradley, Burt Blyleven, Bob Lemon, Brett Gardner, Carl Yastrzemski, Christian Winden, Dave Winfield, Dennis Eckersley, Duke Snyder, Eddie Murray, Eric Surkamp, Ian Kennedy, Jack Morris, Jesus Montero, Joe Benson, Joe Torre, Jose Iglesias, Jose Reyes, Juan Marichal, Martin Perez, Matt Moore, Matt Wieters, Maury Wills, Miguel Cabrera, Nolan Ryan, Tim Lincecum, Ubaldo Jimenez, and Willie Randolph. I Hate Co 92 has Jake Peavy. Jaden 6278 has Dwight Gooden. Johan Scom 0 has Alex Rodriguez and Ron Santo. JPYOSE 6 has Adrian Beltre, Andre Ethier, Austin Romine, Bill Bray, Buck Leonard, Clayton Kershaw, Dustin Akeley, Dustin Pedroia, Gary Carter, Garrett Cole, Jason Hayward, Kelvin Herrera, Liam Hendricks, Logan Morris, Marwin Gonzalez, Matt Kemp, Prince Fielder, Reggie Jackson, Steven Strasburg, and Mighty Ford. Keith Hill of 78 has Giancarlo Stanton. Loose 3278 has Al Kaline and Hunter Pence. Moot 96 has Lou Piniella. Pit Steel 82 has Chipper Jones. Rocco Mustangs has Adam Jones, Andre Dawson, Aramis Ramirez, Barry Larkin, Billy Butler, Bruce Sutter, Derek Jeter, Evan Longoria, Ichiro, Jacoby Ellsbury, John Smoltz, Josh Reddick, Justin Upton, Justin Verlander, Mark Teixeira, Matt Dominguez, Michael Bourne, Orlando Cepeda, Paul Molitor, Randy Jones, Ricky Henderson, Steve Lombardozzi, Tim Fedorowicz, Tom Malone, Will Clark, Jonas Cespedes, and Giovanni Gallardo. Soup Veg Zero has Dave Parker and Luis Aparicio. The Shelby Guy has C.J. Wilson. Trade Champ 1985 has Bryce Harper, Buster Posey, Cal Ripken Jr., Carl Erskine, Colby Rasmus, Drew Pomerantz, Eddie Matthews, Joe Wieland, Johnny Pesky, Josh Bell, Larry Doby, Mike Moustakas, Nick Swisher, Oral Hershiser, Pete Rose, and Ryan Howard. Trading Cards Mint has Adrian Gonzalez, Al Barlick, Alan Trammell, Alex Avila, Alfonso Soriano, Aroldis Chapman, Brad Peacock, Brett Lowry, Carlos Santana, Catfish Hunter, Chase Utley, Chris Marrero, David Freese, David Ortiz, Don Larson, Don Sutton, Felix Hernandez, Hanley Ramirez, Harmon Killebrew, Jim Rice, Joey Votto, Jordan Lyles, Jose Altuve, Mariano Rivera, Mark Fidrich, Matt Joyce, Neftali Feliz, Paul O'Neill, Randy Johnson, Robbie Ross, Roberto Alomar, Robin Roberts, Robinson Cano, Rod Carew, Roy Halladay, Tony Gwynn, Travis Hafner, Wade Boggs, and William McCovey. Velma 1970 has David Wright, Dick Williams, George Kell, Jamal Weeks, Ryan Braun, and Ryan Cook. And Victor Richardson 7 has Ken Griffey Jr. All right. Now that we've went through our box, or through our list, let's open our box and see what we have. There's our pack. All right. Get some sleeves out. As usual, I'm ill prepared. All right, card number 1, Alex Gordon. Card number 2, Pablo Sandoval. Card number 3 is a Alex Gordon Panini Proof. It's on the rainbow foil board. And it is numbered 19 of 25. So the Alex Gordon spot's hit twice. And our first autograph is Tim Fedorowicz, Player's Choice logo. And that is serial numbered 5 of 299. And our next hit in the box is Garrett Richards, rated rookie game ball signature. Nice signature there. Love those baseball sigs, always fun. sleeve is not wanting to cooperate. Need a bigger one. And our last card is a redemption, a Rated Rookies logo, Brett Lowry. You never know, they might have that still sitting around somewhere, although it did expire 5 years ago. But whoever had the Brett Lowry spot, I'll send this to. You can always put it in your account. They might send you something in exchange for it. All right, so let's go through our list and see who got which cards. Let's see, our Brett Lowry redemption goes to Trading Cards Mint. Our Garrett Richards Rated Rookie Game Ball goes to EC Cards and Collectibles. Congrats on that. Our Tim Federowicz Rated Rookie Autograph Patch goes to Rocco Mustangs. Congrats. Our Pablo Sandoval base goes to Danza2246. And then our Alex Gordon base and Alex Gordon Panini Proof goes to 691S. All right. Well, that concludes our 2012 Panini Signature Series Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 3. Thanks to all of you that bought spots in the break. We certainly appreciate it. Thanks to those of you that joined us live this evening. And hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back next week. Thanks again, everybody.